Hey, hello out there. I just want to share a little story here. My name is Christine Michelle Alvarez. I live in Fresno, California, born and raised. What, Vincent? Why can't I make videos? You do videos. I should be able to do videos too, Vincent. Like I was saying, I was born and raised in Fresno, California. I had a heart defect when I was 3 years old. I had to have emergency heart surgery, or I could have died when I was 12 years old. And my parents' names were Salvador and Henrietta Alvarez. My dad, Salvador, he was a longtime Vietnam veteran, native of Texas, and then moved to California. And in my family, we grew up poor. But we were also taught that we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And then one day Jesus Christ will come back to earth. And he will save us all if we repent and make our salvation. I'm not one to judge, so I'm not judging anyone out there. Because sometimes I feel judged and condemned with my disability that I have. I have schizophrenia. I've had this since I was a baby because I was born with autism. I didn't have no speaking skills whatsoever. I couldn't even make jokes or anything in elementary school. Nobody helped me with my autism. Now I suffer from autism, schizophrenia autism, where I just have a straight face or a straight stare. And I don't like the medications because the medications make me worse. Even if the doctors don't admit it that the medications make a person worse, they can cause people to develop diabetes like I have. It can also make a person develop a fatty liver disease because of all the medication that we're on, and they may find fatty liver disease. So what I'm trying to say here is everybody deserves a second chance in life. Well, I want a second chance in life to be able to finish college at Fresno State College, get a degree in library technology or library science, because I like to read and write books. Look, I wrote this book, Memories Within, about me and my family and the trials and tribulations we went through in life. I bet you didn't know I was a writer, did you? I'm not doing this to be famous, but I'm doing it because I like to inspire other people who grow up with autism or some type of mental health disability. I want to inspire you guys that don't let no one keep you down no matter what. You can be someone important. As long as you accomplish one thing for the Lord, you're accomplishing a lot. And I accomplished writing 4 books. I also gave back to the poor. I also donate my money to the poor and to other places. With all these diseases, I only wish that God and Jesus would come to earth and heal the sick and raise the dead. I'm sharing my book online about Memories Within. I just want to tell you that I would like to read a poem. What's wrong if I make a video? You make YouTube videos. I have the right to cry. Did you know that I wanted to take part in the last Vietnam Welcome Home Veterans at Chachansey Park in Fresno? And nobody allowed me to. I wanted to just read a poem for my dad. But they probably I just wanted to be famous. I wanted to read a poem for my dad and all the soldiers out there. And this poem that I wrote, I know I mentioned my dad in it, but I didn't only write it for my dad. I wrote it to all the brave soldiers who suffered in Vietnam and came home and had to raise a family and didn't even know how because they never had kids in their entire life or they weren't brought up right. I dedicate this poem to the Vietnam veteran soldiers, especially the Mexican, Hispanic Vietnam veteran soldiers, because those were the ones who had it the roughest or the toughest because they came from broken families and they did a lot of mistakes before they were drafted. They brought the draft in just to take them to Vietnam and end up when they came home, they tried to get their jobs back. But they said, no, you went over there to that war. And a lot of people were against Vietnam veterans because they went to a war where it was the government who started the war. But yet they blamed our poor soldiers on that war. Well, it was the government who was the one behind it all. And did you know now that us adult children of Vietnam veterans are seeing their dad pass away of Agent Orange, chemical Agent Orange? Well, did you know that adult children of Vietnam veterans they are saying that we are getting sick just like our fathers who got sprayed with chemical Agent Orange. And I'm that adult child who got sick with stuff from chemical Agent Orange. I think I had it worse than my brother and sister. I was born with autism. I was born with depression because when I was born at Fresno Community Hospital, they didn't take me out of my mother's womb the correct way. They forced me out when I should have been born cesarean section. What I'm trying to do is try to make a long story short is that I am proud of where I came from. My parents weren't perfect human beings. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. I do know one thing. While I lived here in Fresno, California all my life, I finally did what was on my bucket list. I went to Las Vegas for the very first time. It showed me a lot over there that maybe California should build something like that over here with lots of major big casinos and lots of major rock stars, football players. Why don't we make California like in Las Vegas and we bring the Oakland Raiders back to California? I think that's the best way to make the Raiders come back to California. We make California just like Las Vegas, baby. Las Vegas, baby. And I bet you anything Oakland Raiders come back to California. Who wants to be in the hot sun in Las Vegas when they can have a cold California like a Las Vegas, Nevada? And we bring the Raiders back over here to California. Oh, did I mention about the Chancey Welcome Home Vietnam Veterans thing? How I felt that they were judging me and wouldn't allow me to read a poem about my dad, a brave soldier who went to Vietnam and And not only wrote it for my dad, but this is the poem I wanted to read, and nobody gave me a chance to read it. Probably just because I'm disabled, or they thought I couldn't handle it in front of lots of people. I've been in front of lots of people before. It doesn't matter. Schizophrenia people can function just as anybody else. It just takes them a slower time. Here's a poem I wrote for my dad and all the veterans. If you like this poem, there's more where it comes from. I'm a writer. My name is Christy Michelle Alvarez, a writer from Fresno, California. And I don't see my publisher, Mr. Williams from Benjamin Williams Publishing Company. I don't see him like taking my books out there and trying to sell them unless he is selling them and he's keeping the money from me. That means my publisher, Mr. Benjamin Williams Publishing Company would have to owe me a lot of money if they're keeping sales from me. Because I know these books can sell. I know they can. If one day none of my books pay off, you know what I would like to do? I would like to leave a college fund. I'd like to leave a college fund. Half goes to a college fund. If people start to buy my books, half the money will go to a college fund for someone who might have autism, mental health illnesses, and other disabilities to go on to college. The other half, the other money I make with these books, if you guys go out there and buy these books by me, Christy Michelle Alvarez, online, show me that you guys have good hearts, just like I had a good heart all my life. I want the other half of the money to go to feeding the homeless menudo bowls. Did you know I make good homemade menudo? I want to feed the homeless menudo bowls. They can line up right here in my apartment. I serve menudo bowls. Little foam menudo bowls. Now, if you can afford it or if you wish, you can leave a donation at the door. And I say you have to buy the menudo bowls, just a donation. I like them apples. All those women out there who are making menudo and charging $10 a bowl. Well, I'm going to feed you donation bowls of menudo and donation food for the homeless. Because I decided I want to do something for the community as well. And I had a disability growing up. I never learned how to cook real good homemade menudo until now. And I know that if somebody tastes my homemade good menudo now, and they hear this video or see this video, they'll help me make my dream come true by being able to cook menudo for the homeless, the poor, whoever can't afford to pay a high price of $10 a bowl of menudo. Me and my boyfriend, we get income together, even if it starts off as a small business. I've become a good cook over the years. And starting off, if God sees this, I want to start a little restaurant business and start off with homemade menudo bowls with all the trimmings, onions, plastic spoons, maybe a drink or two. I want to offer it for donation or free to the homeless. Now, tell me about the brave soldier yet. Let me just finish off by reading my poem, The Brave Soldier, and hoping and praying to God that one day God would bless me with the things I desire in my heart. Because I have a disability and I feel, even though I'm disabled with schizophrenia, mental health illnesses, and other stuff, I feel I have feelings just as anybody else in this world. I also have feelings where I love the Lord my God, so nobody should judge me. I've confessed of all my sins, so nobody should judge me. The only one who should be judging me is God and Jesus. I haven't confessed to them all my sins. Now, I don't really ask for a second life, but my second life wish is to, number one, continue and finish the semester at Fresno City College, to get well with my fatty liver disease, my diabetes, my wrist is swollen and like hurting. I can't pick stuff up too good because it's swollen. And then I want God to heal me of all these stuff I have. I want to finish my semester at City College. I want to continue going back to college. I would like to major in library science or library technology, English, or a good class like horticulture. Since I became horticulture, I've been reading all about plants. I love plants. But I hit a poem I wrote for my dad. And this goes out to all the soldiers. Let me read it. My name is Christina Chalmers. I started writing at a young age. And I love this poem because it's dedicated not just to my dad, but all the soldiers. All the soldiers that had to come and raise a family and get used to civilian life again. And I just want you all to know that I also have a spitting problem that I pray to God real hard to be healed of it. And every time I pray to God, it seems like God will heal me. See, this is my true self. I have a spitting problem. I don't know if anybody else goes through this, but I have a spitting problem. See, sometimes it gets real worse. Like, and I end up, I think I might throw out my food and stuff. And I did throw out my food a couple of days. Nobody ever told me what diabetes would be like. If I could find a cure for diabetes, and if I could sell my books, and if I could find a cure for all diseases and sicknesses, so we never have to worry about being sick or alien or ailments again. If everything like that could be wiped out, I would be most happy. If also, if also, I'd be most happy if school could continue and I could share with everybody a poem I wrote. I keep talking about this poem I wrote for my dad. Its title is The Brave Soldier. The Brave Soldier. Down in the middle of an unknown country stands a brave soldier, a man who has been called to duty. He must be a brave soldier in order to serve well his country of the red, white, and blue. He didn't want to go, but they told him he had to sign up. Sign up for what? Sign up for what? There was a bunch of hell and back, helicopters everywhere. Up there shooting a gun, getting down low, preparing not to die. What was it all for? Tell me why, the brave soldier in the sky, the brave soldier in the sky, the brave soldiers who fought for our freedom and our rights, the brave soldiers. What did we walk on with those heavy boots? The brave soldiers. There is no time to fear. They put their life on the line. You must stay strong. I'm singing a song or poem I wrote. There is no time to fear. His life is on the line. You must stay strong in order to survive and stay alive. Brave soldier in the sky, brave soldier in the sky. He's a brave soldier, everybody knew him. Everybody knew him. Everybody knew him as Picasso. He was a brave soldier. Ball player too. Brave soldier. Ball player too. Brave soldier. A little baseball player too. Brave soldier. Brave soldier. A little league baseball player too. With some of his homies on the west side of Fresno. Brave soldier. He comes back home, a brave soldier. Who he sees only God, that child may be dying. Does he break down and cry? He's a sad, sad man. Can't get over his mama and papa. Down to meet me is my mother and papa. He remains brave and strong. He arrives home on emergency leave, not knowing what his new life will bring. Little does he know the Lord would look down on him and would bless him with his wife. 3 more children. Yes, he came home with problems. He faced many trials and tribulations, waking up to nightmares, but somehow, through all the tears and pain, he was able to keep his family together. For he was not only a brave soldier and a man called to serve his country, but he was and is a man of God who taught his children well. He showed them love and respect. He took care of them when they were sick. He was one of the best providers any child could have as a father. This brave soldier is my mother's and all the wives, husbands who had to go to that awful war of Vietnam and all the other wars. And the father who had 3 or more proud children, or a guardian angel up above who watches over his family. The Lord, if the Lord were to take us all to heaven, he would be with that guardian angel, the son he lost while fighting his day night. And I miss him so because it'd be hard to forget all the wonderful things he has done for me and my family. He will forever be in my heart. I'll always be grateful to the Lord for blessing me with such a wonderful Father, for blessing everybody's children with a wonderful brave soldier. Yeah, that's my poem and song, The Brave Soldier. Thank you to my dad and all the soldiers of the earth. Now, if you're interested in buying this book and reading more about me and my family, I have 3 other books located on Benjamin Williams Publishing website. Go there and start buying my books. You can help me make and earn some money so I can buy a house and a car. I want to buy a house that I always wanted to buy a house for my mom and dad. And a car maybe for my BF if you change it. Thank you.